We are going to talk about condition and loop in Solidity. The first thing we will see are the condition. So let's define a function. We will call this function test, and it's a public function. We can pass some parameter to this function, for example uint. Now let's suppose we want our function to return true if the variable a is superior to 10, and false if it's not the case. So what we need to do is to add the keyword if in order to test the variable a, and we want to know if a is superior to 10. And if this is the case, we want to return true. If it's not, you just need to use else, and then we will return false. So you can see there is some error because we need to indicate what we want to return. For example, here it's a boolean, and we just need to add this thing. We will deploy our contract and test if 5 is superior to 10, and this is not the case. And if we do 15, this time this is the case. So our function worked perfectly. But now if you want to write this thing a little bit differently, you can use what we call ternary. So to use ternary, you just need to type return, and then you will write the condition, which is a superior to 10. And now you don't need if or else, you can just use the question mark, and the first case will be true. This is what we have in the if, and else it will be false. So this is another way to write it, and it worked the same. It's everything you need to know about condition. The second thing I want to show you are the loop. So we will rename this thing. We're gonna call it a loop. We will return a uint. We will define a uint here. It will be the result. We are going to return this result. So as you can see, it's pretty easy, but now if you want to use a loop, you can do it by using the keyword for, and then you need to add parameter, and here it can be uint, for example. We will call it x. The second parameter is a condition to know if we can continue to loop, so we would say x inferior to 10, for example. And then the third parameter is the action of incrementation we need to do on x. By the way, we need to define the start value, so it's 0. So everything inside this will be repeated 10 times. Here we will do something really easy, and we will just increment the value of result, and we will say result equal result plus 2, for example. Okay, so now we can try our loop. So we will clear this thing, deploy the contract, and try the loop. And as you can see, the final value returned by the function loop is 20, which is normal because we have done the plus 2 10 times. It's normal. Now there is other way to write a loop. We can, for example, use while. And then in while, we don't need x here, we just need to use result, and we will just check if result is inferior to 20, inferior or equals, and then if this is not the case, it will exit the loop. So we will clear this contract, deploy it again, and try the loop, and as you can see, the equal was not really a good thing, but because we have 22 here, but you understand the idea. The last kind of loop we can use is the do while. So to do that, we just need to copy this here, add this thing right here, and do here. And then if we clear our last contract, deploy a new one, and test the loop, we can see we have the same result here, so it worked too. Okay, so this video is already finished and I hope it was interesting. If you liked the content, do not forget to subscribe and add a thumbs up. In the next video I will show you the different kind of visibility in Solidity. If this is something you can be interested in, take a look. It was Steve Anthony, have a good day and see you next time on Proof of Dev.